Hey! Just from Machina Designs, and if you want to work on some custom flares for your vehicle because of your wide tyres, then stay tuned. So if you're working on some flares, or if you're running a wide set of tyres, then this is what you need to think about. You need to think about extending those flares out. You can get aftermarket flares for your vehicle, basically bolt straight on, which is obviously the simple option. There are various different types on the market, like the ones I've got here, but these only extend about 50 mil. When I got these rims, I didn't really realize how far they would step out, and they actually step out another 40 mil. So if I got the cut snake ones, they would cover that, but they were very, very pricey, and it's not exactly something I want to be shelling out hundreds of pounds for. So I kind of went for my own sort of design of a flare on top of these ones. Makes things a little bit easier. And there's various different reasons why people want to run bigger tires. Obviously they increase the stability of their vehicle, step things out, widen the track up, which is pretty easy. So what have I done? So I've done the front flares. They've already been done. I've left them on for about 6 months now. They've worked really, really well. And it eliminates obviously the mud spraying up on the side of the vehicle, and it keeps things legal. So we're going to be working on the back today, and I'm going to use this opportunity as well to actually rotate the tyres, especially if you're running mud terrain tyres. It's obviously advisable to do that on a regular basis, is to rotate those tyres and make sure there's even wear all across the tyres. So what are we going to be working on with today is I've made a template out of cardboard. Looks pretty simple. Now what I've done is actually shaped it to how I want it, and basically I've just placed it in there just so I can get a feel for the actual shape that I'm going to be creating with the flares. So this is a good little guide, and it helps me obviously do the cut on the plastic, and I'll show you in a second. So the plastic is a pretty durable but flexible plastic, and I've got this in I think a 6 meter roll, so 1.5 meters per wheel arch, which is more than sufficient. And then I just cut this down, and then obviously place the cardboard over the top of that, and then cut it into the shape that I need. And then obviously for the edge of the plastic, we don't want to leave that sort of hard nasty edge on there, so we've got some edging that we will put on there just to finish it off and make it look half decent, which will look pretty cool. So another thing, if you're running bigger tires, you think about, especially with the rear tires, because you can't rotate them, move them in and out, I've got to remove them just so I can get into the arches easily enough. So that's why we're going to be rotating the tires today. So let's get straight into it. Righty guys, hopefully you found that informative. It was pretty simple install. It took me a couple hours, only reason being is because I used the opportunity to rotate all 4 of my tyres. It's a good thing to do every so often. You can actually hear the tyres getting louder and louder as you do that, so it's a good thing to rotate, and it sort of quietens them down and it evens out the wear of the wheels. Anyway, so moving on to this, it was pretty simple. Really cut it easy onto the actual arches itself. And if you really want to hug the contour of the bodywork, you just get a heat gun and you can really bend it into shape, which is pretty easy to do. But right now I'm pretty happy with the way it looks. It's functional, it does exactly what it needs to do. It kicks out far enough to protect the body from all the mud, and obviously to be legal. So if you guys found this video useful, please hit the thumbs up, share it with your friends, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.